Hi folks, Lester and Maggie here. And today we're doing a little project here in the barn. As you guys know, our barn is sort of a work in progress. We're doing it in pieces. Time and money, folks, time and money. And so we have yet to put a roof over the big part of the barn. That will come soon. But today, the dilemma that I'm having with the animals is that I have three groups, let me just say this, three groups of animals. And they all need access to the barn, yet they cannot share it at the same time. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the barn that we have now and divide it into three different sections. I'll have a section, which I already actually have, for Tex and Santiana. It's a small section, but it has their watering trough. It has their insect repellent, and it has shelter where they can get out of the rain, get out of the sun, get out of the wind. Today, I'm going to take this larger part of the barn, and I'm going to divide it in half. We will have half of this, which is going to be 4 stalls for all of our littles, and we're going to have the other half of this barn for the bigs.
All right, y'all heard the man. There's going to be a barrier going from post to gate right here, and then post to wall, and then of course they'll hook the gate up right here, and then we'll be good to go. That's all there is to it. First step, pouring concrete. Guys, I'm not lazy per se, but it'd be really helpful if y'all could leave in the comments ways that we could get the tractor or rig any sort of apparatus to do all this for us. So if you have any bright ideas, let me know.
An apparatus to do this for us. You picture the tractor having an arm. Really, LA? Is that what you imagine? Is that what you imagine this tractor is going to be able to do?
Maybe.
No, my tractor only does normal jobs, not.
Oh my gosh.
Maggie! That's not funny. You scare me, Maggie. Annie?
We almost had it again.
Maggie, are you okay, baby? Maggie, come here, baby. You gotta be careful. She's trying to help her daddy. Look at her, she's trembling. Maggie, baby, are you all right? Stay close to me. Look at Annie.
Look at that face.
Annie, what are you doing? We're working over here, baby. Okay. Go over here and hold it for me. On that one over there. There we go. Okay.
How long is it? 8 feet?
Yeah.
Huh.
It just looks wrong when I put the string on it.
Oh.
So the reason I run this string over here is so that when I put my next post, I'll make sure all the posts are straight. You get it?
Yeah.
You gotta be straight.
Nice.
All right, so there's that.
All right, I'll finally admit that's one thing the tractor couldn't do.
Yeah. Put a screw into this board. All right, so I gotta make sure the level, the bubble's right in the middle. See the bubble right there?
Yeah.
Okay, and now put a screw through there and all the way into the board.
Making sure it's plumb, right in the center.
Right in the middle. Yeah, that's fine. I'll keep watching this over here. Make sure we stay level. Oh, I missed most of that, dude. Can you put another one in there for me? There you go. That's it, son. Here's your camera. Here, let me get back. Yeah. All right, take that. This is a job you've never done before. It's chainsaw.
Oh, well, I have on Xbox before.
Huh?
I have done it many times on Xbox.
You've used a chainsaw on Xbox. On what? What game?
Dead by Daylight.
Oh, Lord.
The Hillbilly had it.
Oh, Lord, Ellie. Show them that you can screw, LA.
The no.
Oh.
The no-look screw.
The no-look screwer. That was horrible.
Wait, I almost did it.
Ah, you're going into my shit. I mean, whoops. Hucking, Hannah. There you go. All right. Now I'll put one over on this end. I'll do the no-look screw.
Oh yeah.
Ella, you make sure it's flush over here, the level.
It's plum.
Right there,
Yeah,
looks good to you?
yeah, it's pretty plum right here.
Is that what you call it, plum?
That's the proper term I learned from Family Guy because Brian becomes a construction worker in one episode. He works at Home Depot.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Plum, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. You and that Family Guy. All right. I know people are going to not be happy with what I'm about to say here, but even though I know my common sense says you should wear eye protection, hand protection, you know, if you had long hair, cover your hair when you use stuff. Don't you kind of feel like for some reason it takes away some of your man point?
No.
No?
No.
You don't think that I would lose some man points if you walked into the video of your dad and your dad has on some eye goggles and a helmet or maybe a hard hat and some gloves and like a hairnet?
A hairnet.
You don't think that would take away some, you wouldn't be a little bit like, Dad, really? I know you're going to have some people who's going to get on to me for that, LA, because I'm setting a bad example for my kid. They're going to say, Lester, you're setting a really bad example for your kid that you're not, you know. But I just kind of feel like I would lose some man points. And they're going to say, boy, you ready to lose man points or an eye?
Man, would you rather lose man points or man parts?
Or man parts. And I want to keep my man parts. But I guess I'd rather lose an eye. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. No, obviously, folks, I know when I'm doing something that I'm at risk of hurting myself. Says the guy who always hurts himself. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I have cuts and scratches. Look at my hands.
No, I'm good. I'm tough, man. I got. Oh my gosh.
I know. Just look.
Maybe you should.
Can you see all this mess?
Maybe.
Look, I got burns. I got scars just from different kinds of. These are.
Maybe you should wear some
Look.
battered, bruised, cut, scraped.
Yeah. These are man hands.
He's left his blood, sweat, and tears out here, y'all.
Right.
Every time y'all see the animals playing, just
Okay.
remember how it was built.
All right. So people are gonna say, why do you put a string? What's the string? Why? What's the point of the string? And that's easy, because the string is gonna make sure that my fence is straight. Okay?
Yeah.
Because I want to go from that post to this post in a straight line. Now, so now I'm gonna work. You know what? I'm gonna have you do something for me, Ellie.
All right.
So this is where the post needs to go. Now this over here is called an auger. And what I'm gonna do is crank it up for you. And what you do is you put it in the ground where it's gonna go.
It's like a jackhammer.
And you push the trigger, keep your feet apart, and it will slowly dig for you. It's gonna dig a hole for you. Okay? All right, now keep your toes away, squeeze the trigger, and go make sure the hole is straight. Look at my boy, give it some gas. Woo. I'm gonna go get a post, I'll be back. Oh my God, Ellie, that was hilarious. Move out of my way.
Oh gosh, my dad's not gonna like this. Hey, y'all gotta get out of there, dude. Manny. Come on, man, y'all can't. Come on, man. Come on, Brady. Yo, hey. Wrong way, Manny, come on. Shouldn't be letting y'all do this. Oh my gosh, we're getting overrun the second my dad leaves. Animals are curious what we're doing. It's for y'all guys, don't worry. Brady, stop, dude. Brady, no. Hey. Brady! Brady, what are you doing? Oh my gosh.
Look at Maggie hiding under the tractor.
I know, I see her.
Get those goats out of my concrete.
I can't. They won't go. They won't go.
You gotta shoo them.
Well, he went finally. Brady.
They will eat that concrete.
I know, I'm trying to get him out, but he won't go.
Hey, Shirley.
Hey, Brady, get.
Hi, Shirley Bird.
Go, Brady.
Hi, beautiful.
There you go.
Come on, hon. should have had the hole on this side of the string, not on that side. I'm sorry, Ellie, that was really dumb of me.
Watch your feet. Oh my god.
Really, Ellie?
I got the string.
That almost ripped my arm off, and you're laughing about that?
How did it almost rip your arm off?
Whoops.
You got the string.
Why didn't you tell me I grabbed the string, Ellie?
You stopped this when you stopped the second it happened.
Well, it's not in time for it to rip my arm out of socket. Just the hole still does not look like it's. See, I'm looking at that post
Yeah.
and this post.
Let's see if they look
I'm gonna run a
parallel.
string.
Let's see if they look parallel.
Yeah, this. So.
I mean, they kind of do.
So this post here should be right. If you look here, it should match up to here and come right down along to here.
It looks pretty parallel to me.
Is it good?
Yeah.
What are you laughing about?
I think Meg attacked Tiny Tim.
Huh?
I think Meg attacked Tiny Tim.
Those poor pigs. People don't realize this, LA, but a pig, even though they're huge as far as their weight and stuff goes, we don't have a pig that weighs less than 250. And these goats probably weigh, I'd say at the most 50, 60 pounds. But these pigs are on the bottom of the totem pole. They're on the bottom of the pecking order. Even the ducks scare the pigs. That's not funny, LA. What if you were a pig? Yeah, these pigs, man, they are on the bottom. And everybody messes with them.
At the bottom.
It's like everybody knows they won't defend themselves. Because if these pigs wanted to, they could just run roughshod over everything around here. They could dominate the feed bowls. They could dominate where they sleep. But no, they always take whatever's left over. That's kind of sad to me. Look what I'm going to do here.
Yeah.
Walk closer. So a lot of times when I'm working by myself, I don't have anyone to help me. You need someone to hold the board, right?
Yeah.
But since there's no one here, look what you can do. I want to put this screw here where that board should go. Not all the way in, so the board can sit on it.
Oh, so right below where it should be.
Right below where it should be, so I can hold the other end and do all of my work in there.
Pretty clever.
Clever, huh?
Yeah.
So the hard part is,
Pretty snarky.
I gotta have all my supplies and my materials right here where I need them. I'm gonna take this first board. I'm gonna set it right there where I told you. Right there.
Uh-huh.
And now, watch this. Come over here with me.
Man, you should do that on both sides.
Are you watching this?
Yeah.
It's a struggle. I'm not gonna say it's easy. A lot of folks would say, no, let go. I wanna show you this.
All right.
Because a lot of folks would say, Lester, why don't you just hire somebody? Why don't you just, because you're not a carpenter. It's obvious you're not a carpenter. And that is so true. I'm not a carpenter. I'm a school teacher. And even though these projects don't come out great, I take a lot of pride in the fact that I do them myself,
Uh-huh.
Seriously, I know it's a lot of work, and it would be so much easier to save up an extra $500 and hire a couple of guys to come out. But to me, I just love the fact that knowing that when I look at it and see it, I get it. It's not something that I have to pay someone else to come do,
Yeah.
So, to each his own. Now I gotta move my screw there and use it to screw it in.
Nice.
So what are you thinking? So can you see, no, you kind of get the idea now?
Yeah, I get the vision. Just gonna finish this, call it a barrier right here, hook up the gate, and then be good to go.
So check it out, Ellie. So, I don't know, this gate's gonna come down and it's gonna go here.
Yeah.
That way, if I ever wanna have these animals come out of here into here, they can just come through using my gates as a way to get the people around.
Yeah.
Or if I want the littles to come out of there into here, I can just open the gate. You get it?
Yeah.
I don't need a gate here anymore because once I have
Because you wanted to be over
I want them
through
to
here.
come into here and have all these 4 different stalls. You get it? You know, it's going to be kind of funny if one day when I'm dead and gone and you got to do a barn project and instead of remembering what your dad taught you, you have to go back to your YouTube channel and try to find the video, the how-to video from your dad. And you made me laugh at this moment when your dad goes, one day when I'm dead and gone. Because L.A., one day I will be dead and gone. You do know that. But I will say this, I'm a Survivor Sanctuary will go on. I feel like we're at a really good place here. And I feel like, and I may be wrong, but I think that there's a legacy in the making here. And these animals and what we've started here with these animals is going to live a lot longer than Lester, a lot longer than L.E., you know, a lot longer than Lex. And so we'll do our part, and we're going to keep adopting those that need homes if we can, as long as we can, you know, find a place to put them that we can afford to feed them. We'll keep bringing them in, you know. There's a lot of animals out there that need help. And so I feel like all of those that were affected by Harvey have all been, they're all in a lot better place now than when we found them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we're not perfect, and there's a lot of folks. There are a lot of folks who can criticize, and I get it. We have our flaws. And I mean, even this project, you're going to see so many people, L.A., are going to say how you could have done it this way, you should have done it this way, you should have done this and that. I get it, folks. I get it.
It's not plum.
What do you think?
I think give it a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Yep. Maggie agrees.
Some folks would say, Lester, why did you put the post on this side and your wood and materials on this side? And that's easy. It's all about the strength of your fencing. Now check it out. I'm gonna have large animals on this side, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If I have a large animal that wants to be over on that side, if he begins to push along this fence, not only is he pushing the metal, he's pushing the metal into the board, he's pushing the board into the concreted post.
Yeah.
So he's really having to push against 3 things.
Yeah.
Now watch, if I had put this wire and this board on this side, then it would completely, this is all he'd be pushing against. Because if it were over on this side and he was able to push the board and push the wire, if he could pop that out, then guess what? The whole fence goes over.
Yeah.
You know how I learned that? From that guy.
Tex.
I've learned that there's a strong side of a fence and a weak side of a fence. And so what you have to do when you build a fence is consider who's who. So now picture this. You're saying, so wait, so animals on this side, come over here for a minute. They would have an easier side, they would have an easier way pushing through? Of course they would. But who's over here? Ringo. Annie. They're not known to be pushers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if they were to push, they'd have to either go below or above this board, and they'd have to push enough to push this staple out.
Mm-hmm.
It could be done by a large animal, not as likely by the littles.
Yeah.
You see how I had to plan the fencing that way?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Tightening it up right here.
Mm-hmm. I use this tool because it's easier to get a grip. Give me a little bit of leverage. It's just an old wrench. There. There's where the gate's gonna hang. The gate hangs.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So you've removed the gate from over there.
Okay. So, one gate, this gate here will hang right there. What I'm trying to figure out now, so it's going to hang at this height. I want them to all be level. So I got to put that other one right about here. See what I did there?
Yeah. Spit on your finger and then make a mark so you know about where to put it.
How creative is that? So it's cute. Me and Maggie are still going. And all of the goats and Annie have all come out to inspect my work. You know, they're not gonna accept anything that's inferior to to their high standards. So, okay, so I think I've done enough work for y'all to see kind of how the layout's going to look. All right, folks, I think I've about finished my project, and I want to show you now exactly what the purpose was and how it all worked out for me. Okay, so let's just pretend like I'm one of the littles over here, okay? And now, of course, right now it's a beautiful day, so everyone's outside and they're enjoying the sunshine. But what if it were like in the middle of the summer and the sun was beating down and I just needed some shade? So, or let's just say there was a rainstorm blowing in, or there was a cold wind coming through, whatever. And so the littles can come out of their pasture. They can walk right inside the barn here, in the big part of the barn. They have 3 stalls they can go inside of, and I'll move that concrete here soon. I got to find a place for it. They'll have 3 full stalls they can come into. They'll eventually have, like I said, a big A-framed roof over the top here. So all of this will be space for my littles. Now, let's not forget, I do have 2 additional spots for the babies. I have the old feed room up in the front, the one that we redid after the Imelda came through here, the flood. And then I have a place here on the back also. So there's plenty of room for my babies when they need some place to escape the sun, the rain, the wind, you know, the elements. All right, so let's go into, we'll start over here with Tex. All right, so now let's pretend like I'm a big 2-ton bull or his beautiful little heifer wife, and same situation. Like I said, today's a beautiful day. Everyone's getting out into the sunshine and they're enjoying life. But what if the weather were to change and these guys need a place to escape to? Well, here we go. They walk right in through here. They get a little insect repellent when they come inside, and they have all of this area. They have a covered roof over their head. They got their fresh water. They have a place to hang out, get out of the elements, avoid the wind, the rain, the sun, whatnot. Okay, and now the third and final part. Let me close this gate. Now, let's pretend like I'm a horse or a donkey, and I'm off in the back pasture, way over in the back. Same scenario, hot, windy, storm coming, rain, and I want to get out of the elements. They walk right up through here, and guess what? They can come right inside, folks. 3 full stalls, along with the entranceway over here. Oh, and by the way, I know you guys are probably saying, that's only 3 stalls for all them animals. Guys, now the horses are gonna always hang out together no matter what. If you've noticed, they're always side by side. So wherever they go, they're gonna be together. And them donkeys, the exact same thing. They're always gonna hang out. They don't need big stalls, folks. If you've ever gone to a stable, you'll see the stalls are not real big. Anyway, these guys have plenty of room to move around. And folks, like I keep saying, this is for now. Eventually, all of this will be covered as well. So, that's my project. Folks, I'm done. It hasn't been that difficult of a project. Folks, it's not perfect, but it is our barn and our work in progress. And believe it or not, today's a big win for us. Like I said, I felt kind of bad that we had a rainstorm recently and I didn't have a place for everyone to go. And so ultimately, you already know that we can't put all the animals together because sometimes the horses can be mean to the babies or the donkeys, or obviously the cows are hard on everybody. And so now they have their own little spots. They can all stay with their own kind, but everyone at least has a place to go to get out of the elements. Okay, well, instead of me rambling on, I will just say thank you guys for watching. It was really neat to have LE help a little bit today. I know he came out here to make some videos, but it was nice him following along and seeing how we do things. Knowledge is power, and one day he'll be in charge of this place and he'll have to know how to do these kind of things. So it's nice to have him around, you know, wanting to take an active role and help his dad a little bit. So that was awesome. All right, folks, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for loving us. And I guess I'll just find a way to end this video, and I'll do it with Ernie. Ernie! Okay, that was kind of weird. Let's try Shirley. Shirley Bird! Shirley! Shirley! Okay, everyone's being weird. I'll go back to Ernie. Ernie! Okay, we'll end it on that note.